I'm strong in faith.
Faith can move mountains. Radio Maria 91.3 FM.
The voice of truth.
Nigeria, good afternoon, Abuja, and welcome to Active Citizens here on 91.3 FM, Radio Maria, the voice of truth. I'm your host, Bella Anne Ndubuisi. Hey, we have a really special guest, but before we go on and introduce our guest, I want to remind you about why we gather here every Friday afternoon by 4 p.m. This show, Active Citizens, was born out of the need to shape a new generation of patriotic Nigerians who are committed to contributing positively towards nation buildings. And our objectives are threefold. One is to educate our listeners on the importance of volunteering, on civic engagement, and opportunities available to build professional experience through volunteering. The second thing we seek to do is to spotlight and celebrate citizens who are leading change in their communities globally. And last but not the least, through this show, we hope to inspire and raise a new generation of active citizens who are influencing positive change in their communities. Today, I have the very special honor of hosting super amazing woman right here on the show today. She is none other than doctor. She's a doctor. She's a medical doctor and a very super active citizen. Like I mentioned to you today, we only bring superstars here, people who care about shaping their community. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking of no other person than Dr. Princess Ike. I think we should do some really woo on the show to introduce you. Hello, Dr. Princess. How are you doing today? Happy Friday.
I'm fine, Bella. Thank you so much for having me. Talking about active citizens, you're number one. I mean, we are looking up to you.
You all inspire us to do more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on the show. This is super. I mean, this is where we want to, for people who are listening in, we hope that your story today would inspire them to do more in their community and to think about how they can be, equal contributors to nation building. So I think I want to start by saying, who is Dr.? I intentionally did not, read your bio or, tell people, because I wanted you to tell the audience who are listening today. Who is Dr. Princess Ike?
So Dr. Princess Ike is a public health optometrist. I hold a first degree in Doctor of Optometry from Madonna University, Nigeria, and a master's in public health from the University of Benin. Actually, I graduated as the best graduating student in my first degree. I think I have to mention that.
Very important to mention.
Currently, I run a private eye clinic in Abuja, Princess Vision Eye Clinic Limited, which focuses on bridging the yawning gap in the provision of available, affordable, accessible, and appropriate eye care that meets the need of everyone, irrespective of their social class. I'm passionate about bridging the yawning gap. I'm passionate about creating change, volunteerism, and community service, even in my role as a public health professional. I think that summarizes what I do. Yes.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. And I think when you say public health, I think one of the things that I would applaud and I would tell you that I really love about you and your social media platform is that you truly use that platform to create awareness, to educate, people who may not be, know much about eye care, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So I think I always tend to go there to go and see, okay, what new information do I need to learn today? And I think it's a really good way to keep people who are tuned into your platform engaged and, keep educating them about the importance of, maintaining good eye care. So I think that's one of the things I personally appreciate about your platform is that you do that. I know that STEM in general, whether it's medicine, engineering, mathematics, is not often an area that women tend to go into. So whenever I see women who are doctors, who are engineers, who are scientists, it makes me super proud. And so already that I'm super proud of you, knowing that this is a field that you've explored to go into.
Mutual.
Yes. So I guess my question to you, and just in case a young girl is over there who's listening, what inspired you to explore a career in optometry?
Very. So growing up, I had interest in science and medicine, but having my mom work in the eye care space further helped narrow down what I really wanted to do. And interestingly, then when I come back from school with assignments, I'm surrounded by optometrists, and when I give them my assignments to help me and do, they do it so well, irrespective of the course. And I go back to school, I'm either the highest or the second highest, but at least I'm always passing. So I had this thing about optometrists are very intelligent, they are very smart, they know everything and all. Then fast forward to when I was in SS2, I schooled in Abuja, by the way. So there was this popular teens magazine in school, for secondary schools. Then those in Abuja at that time can relate. So they came to our school asking for people to write articles. People were writing about culture, fashion, dressing, and I said I'm going to write about the eyes. So the topic was your eyes only. People were like, Princess, which one is very abstract? Your eyes, what do you think that you know about the eyes that you should write? But I had to like put together all my thoughts from being around optometrists, eye doctors, to write my own simple. It was basically like what you should do to your eyes, minor first aid from what I was hearing. Fast forward to a few months later, they came, and I was the top person in my school, and I'm the top 3 in Abuja. I know they gave me money then, 2,500. It was like
Such a big
2 million
deal.
then. And also, I even had like to go and make my hair during the holiday in a salon then in Iluse too, and I was published. So it was a big deal. At that point, I knew that this, you see this side, this eye side, and even in school, funny enough, if something happens to your eye, I'm always saying, don't do this, do it like this, don't put water, no, don't do this. And also from there, and I think with having people around that also supported me, I knew that this was where I was meant to be. This was the place that was actually calling me, irrespective of everything. Yep.
I think that's so important that you shared that, Princess. I think oftentimes we say that it's, children pay a lot of attention, right? It's important to start early to nurture your kids because they pick up a lot of things, from you, from the people around them. And so to know that it's having, like your mom as a role model was what inspired you to explore this career. Imagine if she wasn't. Imagine if your mom, was not in this field, for example, what could become of you. So oftentimes when there's the intentional push to say, encourage women as much as you encourage men to explore all kinds of careers, because both boys and girls need to see active role models in the lives of both their parents, male and female, right? It's a really important point to mention. And I think your story also sort of amplifies and really brings all of that out. So thank you for sharing that. And I'm glad to know that, this did not start today. This is something that you've sort of, imbibed from much younger age, and you continue to do that till today. So you've said a few things about, how early on you were sharing with people what not to do with their eyes. I think maybe this is a good time to get into the myth. Let's try to bust some myths about the eyes. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so oftentimes, first of all, what are some of the things that people say or you hear people talk about, when it comes to the eye? What are the myths, most common myths you say, maybe in Abuja or in Nigeria about the eyes?
Number one has to be, since I started wearing glasses, my eyes have been getting bad. What can they use? Is it correcting or is it getting bad? So that has to be there. Then, no need of checking my eyes because I can see well. From here, I can see Sokoto, I can see Kogi. No need to check my eyes and all that. Another one has to be, so there's this scenario where people feel that if your eyes are itching or whatever, you have to use your urine.
Oh my God.
Or for mothers, they use their breast milk for their babies.
Oh my goodness.
Very terrible behavior. Don't even try that, please, if you're listening to me. Very terrible.
That sounds ill.
So
Okay, so let's talk about some of the ones. I picked this question up, actually, a bunch of them, like 6 or 7 of them from the website. These are like commonly held myths about the eye care. So I'm going to ask you, and then hopefully you can help us confirm or bust the myth, right? So myth number 1, reading in poor light will hurt your eyes. Fact or fiction?
Fiction.
Reading in poor light will hurt your eyes. Okay.
So what happens is, obviously it's not good to read with poor light, but it's not going to affect your eyes. It's only going to give you strains, because obviously reading in poor light, the contrast is reduced. Your eyes are trying to strain to see more, and you might have headaches. So that is all about that.
Okay.
Actually,
Well, thanks for helping us bust that one. Myth number 2, using your eyes too much will wear them out.
very funny. So that's not true. Our eyes are meant for seeing, just the same way our nose, we use our nose to smell.
Yeah.
We use our mouth to
talk.
eat and to talk. So it's actually not true. So, but in everything, especially when we're using our eyes in terms of, especially in this modern era, digital technology and all, if you're using digital devices for a very long time, you're bound to have eye strains, headache, and discomfort generally. So always advise people to tend to take breaks when they are doing such things. But other than that, no, please use your eyes and see the world around you very well.
Very important. Thank you for busting that. Okay, so the next one is wearing eyeglasses that are too strong or have the wrong prescription will damage your eyes.
So I'm very used to hearing this from so many people. Now, glasses, I'm putting one on is external. It's not like a surgical procedure was done to put it into my eyes or something. So when you're wearing your glasses, if you have a need to wear it in terms of refractive errors, it corrects your vision, which is an external thing. So basically, glasses it doesn't affect your eyes, so to say. So it's not changing any part of your eyes or changing anything. So it works with the rays of light that helps to focus images and that. But when you have the wrong prescription, you're going to have that discomfort that comes with having something that is wrong. If you're wearing your wrong shoe size, you're going to have pains. So if you're wearing a prescription that is not yours, especially maybe husband and wife, colleagues, we are the same age, you want to use, you might start having discomfort, headaches, eye strains. But other than that, it's not going to change how your eyes were. It's just going to make you discomforted.
Wow, even I'm learning a lot from this one. Thank you so much for bursting that myth for us. Myth number, I've lost count. Wearing eyeglasses will weaken your eyes.
So that is not true. So generally, eyeglasses have different roles that they play. We have those that correct refractive errors, and I mean like myopia, hypermyopia, astigmatism, presbyopia. They don't interfere or, let's say, worsen your vision. But if there are glasses that are used to correct crossed eyes, that is strabismus, if you don't use the glasses when you're meant to use them, your vision will get worse, but not from using the glasses. It's because of neglect of not using it to correct that vision.
Very important. I hope our audience are listening. I mean, you're saying a lot of eye-opening. Did you hear that?
Very important.
No pun intended, or pun intended rather. Okay, crossing your eyes may make them permanently crossed. So crossing is sort of, the thing you do with your eyes when you're kind of like looking in a very funny, weird way. So is that true? Crossing your eyes may make them permanently crossed.
So that is not true. Fun fact, when I was growing up, I think I was very good in rolling my eyes everywhere and all. But if you can see me physically, you know that I think if I'm to ensure any part of my body is my eyes, because I just feel that they are too good. So crossing your eyes or rolling them, your eyes are meant to move round, actually, up, down, left, right. That shows that your eyes are working properly. So the case of crossed eyes or strabismus is when there is an uncorrected refractive error, like I mentioned earlier, a disease, or a nerve damage. That is now when that happens. So it's not as a result of that, actually.
Interesting. Last but not least, having 20/20 vision means that your eyes are perfect.
So I've been hearing this every time.
Even sometimes I say that.
Yes, it's a normal thing. So just like in every field, there's always something that sticks to everyone, which is the 20/20 vision. So 20/20 vision actually assesses your central vision, which is straight ahead. So that is where you see someone says, I cannot go to the eye clinic. If I'm here, I can be seeing someone that is in Lube. But if your central vision is okay, what happens to your peripheral vision? What happens to your color vision? What happens to your night vision? So you see that you're just picking one out of so many, because they have so many visions that are being tested for. And there's some diseases like glaucoma that you might have glaucoma, for example, but it doesn't interfere with your central vision until it is very late. So if you're going by that and you're saying I'm seeing very well, you're making a huge mistake, because the 20/20 vision is just one out of many evaluations that can detect if your vision is okay or not. So don't base your vision on that, on how well you can see afar.
Wow, thank you. I think that's all we have on the Mythbusters series of this conversation today. You mentioned earlier that your eyes are so great. Does that mean what you're wearing is a photochromic lens?
So this is actually a blue cut filter lens to keep my eyes in good shape.
Wow.
So it helps
That's a thing?
Yeah. So it helps block out UV rays, which is from sunlight, from digital devices. I'm in the eye care space. I have to protect my eyes. So when I'm talking to my patients, they see I have good eyes and they are convinced to get theirs as well.
That's amazing. This is good to know. I should definitely come and learn more about that. Maybe because I've always wondered. I have light sensitivity, so I've always thought maybe I should get photochromic lens.
Yeah.
But getting this, it seems, could be a way to.
Okay, I did for you.
Fantastic. And we're also going to share information about where we can find Princess Vision Eye Clinic for those who are listening in and would like to actually go and get their eyes checked as well. So the next question I'll ask you before we go on a short music break is, how often should we visit an eye doctor? I mean, I know oftentimes they say go to see a dentist maybe 4 or 6 times, every 6 months. How often should one check their eyesight?
So for your eyesight, eye care experts will always say 1 to 2 years, and this is depending on your age and so many other factors, including if you're wearing glasses. So from the first time you ever check your eye care practitioner will tell you the next points of. So if you have not checked your eyes now and you're listening to this, you go and check your eyes. From that first one, they are going to tell you the subsequent ones depending on the diagnosis, your age, if you need glasses, and other several risk factors.
What is the risk associated with not doing things like a regular eye check? I know that every year people go and do like their annual physical, for example, to check the regular workings of the body. When we don't do this for the eyes, what could potentially happen? What's the danger there?
So I always refer to a Bible passage, Matthew chapter 6. It says, if your eyes are good, your whole body will be full of light. And if your eyes are bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. And we've also heard of this common saying, the eyes are the window to your body. Now, it's not when you're checking your eyes, you're not just checking your eyes, because when we check the eyes, we also check other organs that are connected to the brain. So we can detect from just checking your eyes if you have diabetes, if you have hypertension, if you have cancer, if you have sickle cell, if you have brain tumors, just by checking your eyes.
Wow.
So people have come to just check their eyes and they found out that they had other things, if you have high cholesterol and so not, and all what's not. So checking your eyes shouldn't be something that you should say when I have the need or when I have problem, because glaucoma is the leading cause of irreversible blindness in the world, which means that I am seeing. I can see from here to Sokoto. I'm always using Sokoto because I feel it's very far from here. But it is symptomless, meaning that it doesn't give you any sign or any symptom. So you're not even going to know whether you're seeing or when your vision is getting bad. And you can just wake up tomorrow and you're not seeing.
Wow.
That is how terrible it is. And you end up blaming your village people.
That's right. Wow, this is so much information you're giving us, Dr. Princess. I think we're going to take a short music break now. And when we return, today is actually a very important day in Princess's life. But we're going to find out more when we come back on the short break. Don't snooze or you'll lose. All right, welcome back to Active Citizens. I'm still your host here, Bella Anne Ndubuisi, and I'm here with a very amazing eye doctor guest, Dr. Patient, Princess Ike. And if you've just missed the last 20 minutes of this show, I must say you've missed quite a lot of tips and tricks about taking care of your eyes. Thank you so much, Dr. Princess, for all the nuggets and wisdom that you've shared with us this afternoon. Today's the first day of July, Friday, July 1st, 2022. And I also know that today you are resuming your tenure as the curator of the Abuja Global Shapers community. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It's one of those things where you say congratulations and then you're like, wow. I mean, because we know I know the kind of work that awaits you as you combine this fully volunteer role with your full-time job and all the other things that you do. But congratulations. For those who are listening, who are hearing Global Shapers for the first time or Abuja Global Shapers for the first time, tell us about the Global Shapers community and particularly how the Abuja Hub is shaping and making impact in this city.
Thank you so much, Bella. So the Abuja Hub of the Global Shapers community is an initiative of the One Academic Forum. It's a network of talented, diverse, young makers that are highly motivated and are committed to shaping their community through dialogue, action, and change. And the Abuja Hub has been existing since 11 years now, and our impact cuts across so many impact areas. We have building inclusive communities, where we hold like the Abuja Dialogue series to make the voices of people known. We have Reskill for the Future currently, where we have the employability and entrepreneurship program, as well as the NIE mentorship program that we're currently running for NIE University for their students. So it's like an avenue where mentors are being attached to mentees who are students to prepare them for the future, for the world to come in terms of work and volunteering as well. We also have improving health and well-being. We do so many health projects, health drives, COVID-19, mental health, also protecting the planet. That is all about climate change. So a few months ago, we rounded up a very huge project. We actually won a climate reality grant from the World Economic Forum, where we planted over 5,000 trees in Abuja. And it was amazing because the Abuja Hub did this in the midst of a pandemic. So you see, even the state of things doesn't hold back what we can achieve, provided that we are dedicated and motivated to accomplish whatever we set out to do. We also have strengthening civic engagement. Currently, we are running the Tom Power Initiative, which is to galvanize voters to be prepared to vote and also get their PVCs for the next coming election. Our projects are so many that it cuts across every field that you can think of. When I mean every field, I'm not capping. So it's actually every field that you can think of.
Wow. Yeah, like you mentioned. So I've heard climate change, I've heard entrepreneurship, I've heard mentorship, I've heard politics, governance, public policy. That's a lot. How many people are in this hub, and how do you all find the time to do this?
So we have 50 active shapers currently, even though we have our alumni network that are always there to provide assistance and support when they need be. But something about volunteering is being accountable and being decisive of wanting to do it, irrespective of other engagements. So if you say you always have something to do, you'll not make out the time to do that. And also, just something about volunteerism is, in as much as you feel that you're helping other people, you're also building your leadership abilities and also your skills. So it's a way to also do something that is helpful, or something that ordinarily you would not want to even learn how to do it, but that is different from your niche. And even if it is your niche, it is being improved on also, because you have other people that are in the same network. Just like I said, it's a diverse network. So everybody that you can think of, irrespective of qualification or vocations, are all included.
Wow, that's amazing. I think that's one of the things that we stress on this program, is that when you volunteer, you're also, not only are you giving, you're also getting, right? It's
exactly.
rewarding in the sense that you're learning a lot from the experience. You're connecting with networks like you mentioned, and it's really it's a give and take, mutually reinforcing and rewarding sort of activity. You mentioned that this is a network. In Nigeria, are there other Global Shapers hubs, or is it just the Abuja hub? How many more hubs do you have in Nigeria, for example?
So I think I'll start from globally. So globally, we'll have over 478 hubs in 149 countries. Nigeria has 18 hubs, and Abuja hub is just one of the 18. So we have in Lagos, we have in Uyo, we have in Ibadan, we have in Calabar, Kano, Port Harcourt. Ozubul is in Anambra State. We have in Jos, Ilorin, Kaduna, Katsina, Warri, Ota, Benin City, Jalingo, and Enugu.
That sounds like a good spread, actually, across the country. That's amazing. Now we're going to talk about, I think we're going to open up the phone lines now, and then we keep the conversation going as well. So, feel free to give us a call. we've talked about so many things today, from eye care, now talking about the Abuja Global Shapers and the work that Dr. Princess is doing with the members of the hub over there. But we're opening up our phone lines now. If you have any questions on any of the subject matters we've discussed today, please feel free to give us a call on 081-087-47518. 081-084-47518. You can call, send us an SMS or WhatsApp message on 081-084-47518. Dr. Princess, you talked about some of the projects that the hub is currently running. We like to use this platform to actually invite people who may be interested or looking for ways to get involved with any of the activities that we bring through this platform. So are there currently any ongoing hub projects that you think the hub may require support, whether it's membership drive or people supporting in any way at all? What kinds of projects do you have that people can get involved with? Oops, we have a caller on the line. We'll continue one after the call.
Okay.
Hello, good afternoon. Oh, call's out. So tell us, what are some of the ongoing projects that you think people can get involved with or support?
Okay, so we have one under climate and environment, which is recycling plastic bottles. So please, if you have your plastic bottles, don't throw them away. You're damaging the environment. We also have
Is there a place where when they collect them, is there like a collection point? What do they do with them?
Yes, there's actually a collection point. There's a collection point, which I think we could be that can be communicated later. Yes,
Cool.
but there's a collection point.
Okay, so we're going to be sharing the handle for Abuja Global Shapers for those who are listening and may be interested in getting this information. All right, any other project you'd like to highlight?
We have the Nile mentorship program, although that is exclusively for Nile University at the moment, but we're also looking to spread across other tertiary institutions within Abuja. We have Connect. I think Connect is a good platform for young change makers that are looking for an avenue to connect with shapers, because it's like for shapers and for non-shapers. So if you're not a shaper and you like the work we do, you're looking to be motivated, you're a young change maker yourself, is an avenue also to meet and share ideas and insights. We have Shaping Health. Shaping Health is currently health-related projects. Very soon, I think we're going to roll out what we intend to do for the health projects. That has not been decided yet, but obviously we have that. We have the Shape Up Mentoring. So it's an educational program targeting teenagers and preparing them for leadership roles in the future. We usually do this in schools. So if you're an owner of a school or you're running one, you can reach us through any of our social media platforms, and of course we'll be happy to partner and share our thoughts with your students.
Okay. All right. So you all have heard, and we keep, we'll talk about, for those who may be interested in getting involved with the Abuja Global Shapers, we'll talk about that towards the end of the show. But our phone lines are still open, 081-084-47518. Call, SMS, send us a WhatsApp message on 081-084-47518. Dr. Princess, I want to know, now you're starting today is the day one, right?
Yes.
And I know that Abuja Hub is the kind of hub that, you're ready to go set on day one. It's unlike what we see in our current government, where, So tell us, what are some of what can the hub expect during your leadership, during your tenure? What kind of things are you looking to implement, or what would you like to achieve during your tenure?
So the Abuja Hub, having been in existence for 11 years, has done so many great projects under the leadership of so many creators and vice creators who are now alumni. So the first thing is to sustain those projects that they have done. The second will also be to initiate new projects that are in line with our 6 impact areas of the Global Shapers community. And being a not-for-profit organization, our funding sources are kind of limited, like every non-for-profit organization, because it's coming from grants, membership dues, and free will donations. Most importantly is we are looking at also the growth of the shapers. In as much as we are giving to the community, we also need to give to ourselves, because if the shapers are are growing, or if they are prospering, or if they are comfortable in terms of learning their skills and engagements, the community will benefit more. So the three main things I would say is impact, growth, and sustainability.
Impact, growth, and sustainability. I love it. IGS.
Yep.
All right. So I think I'd like to know, you mentioned like an election program or governance program when you talked through your programs earlier on the show. Is the hub going to be looking to do anything with the upcoming 2023 elections, whether it's in the area of galvanizing young people to come out to vote, and what would that look like? And, is it something that, listeners can get involved to support?
Actually, yes, we are young change makers, and I think the bulk of the work has to be done by us, irrespective of our different opinions. So, a few months ago, we signed an MOU with Vote. They are also into voters driving and all. So we are looking at sensitizing. Currently, we also have the Tom Power initiative, like I mentioned, where young people have the liberty to also encourage other young people why they should come out to vote, and motivating them to vote. So currently, I think very soon, rather, we are going to have some points allocated to the Abuja hub, where we can also help other people that are not, tech savvy to do their registrations and all. But subsequently, in our social media channels, we are going to unveil other decisions and other plans we have towards the election.
All right. I know you mentioned earlier that the hub is global. Are there any projects that the hub has done in collaboration with other Global Shapers Hub outside of Nigeria?
Yeah, so many. So we have done a Shepherd Disability Summit that involved so many hubs across the world, even to Europe, in Nigeria, Port Harcourt Hub, Lagos Hub. We have also had Shaping Fashion. Shaping Fashion also has been done in collaboration with some hubs in Europe as well. We also have pretty much more collaborations coming up in this curatorship year. I think the new leadership for all the hubs in Nigeria and Africa are particular about collaborating, but I think collaboration is key at this point, irrespective whether it's nationally or globally. So we're working towards collaborations at different levels.
All right, I like the sound of that. Okay, we're going to take a short music break. When we return, we'll continue our conversation with Dr. Princess Ike, curator of Abuja Global Shapers and CEO of Princess Vision Eye Clinic
Limited.
Princess Vision Eye Clinic Limited. Don't snooze or you'll lose. All right, welcome back to Active Citizens here on 91.3 FM Radio Maria, the voice of truth. I'm still your host, Bella Anne Ndubuisi, and with me here on the show we have Dr. Princess Ike, CEO of Princess Vision Eye Clinic and current curator of the Abuja Hub of the Global Shapers community. Dr. Princess, for those who are joining, who may be wondering, we've talked about this Global Shaper community for so long. How can we be a part of it? What's the criteria for joining? How regularly do people, what does it take to be a Global Shaper? It sounds like a really cool name, by the way.
Very cool name with a lot of work to do. So not to come and relax, actually. So for Abuja Hub, the first thing, not for Abuja Hub actually, for the Global Shapers community globally, you have to be between 18 and 27, highly motivated young change maker. Highly motivated young change maker cannot be overemphasized. You have to be residing in Abuja if you want to join the Abuja Hub. If not, there are other hubs, like I mentioned earlier, that you can also join. Then you also have, so usually we open applications from September every year. So it will be advisable if you can follow all our social media platform, Abuja Global Shapers on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, because we always send a call for applications. So if you're listening now, follow us now, turn on your post notifications now so that you don't miss out on that. And once you apply, we are going to send messages to everyone that has been shortlisted, and interviews will be conducted. And because of also is a highly motivated let's say, entrance, and our quota is small because we can't exceed that 50. Even if you're not taking, not like I'm spelling doom in advance, just know that it doesn't mean you're bad, because everybody also that's going to apply are people also that are also doing very well. They are very young, they're between 18 to 27, so it's not like they're trying to remove you, but it's a situation where, oh well, looks like our hands are tied. So I'm wishing you the best in advance.
I'm interested in knowing what kinds of opportunities that the community has to encourage the members maybe to build their leadership skills or to expand on their professional background. But I just want to remind our listeners that our call lines are still open: 081-084-475-18, 081-084-475-18. So what are some of the opportunities for professional growth that for members who are in the Abuja hub?
So in as much as there are benefits, you also have to work towards that. So personally, I believe in GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. If you show your commitment, or if you work rather, you're going to see those opportunities. And I'm making reference to myself actually after joining the hub. Now we have let's say a universal social media platform for everybody that is a global shaper globally, which is the Top Link platform, where we also get to meet world global leaders that ordinarily you won't even have access to. Now, because of our affiliation or being an initiative of the World Economic Forum, there are some courses, there are some programs that ordinarily we would not have access to, but by virtue of being in the community, by virtue of engaging, which is very important, you're going to see them, have access to them, and also build on that.
We have a caller on the line. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for calling. What is your name and where are you joining us from? Happy New Month. Thank you for calling. What is your name, sir, and where are you calling us from? Augustine, thank you for calling. What is your question today, or your contribution? Oh, thank you very much. We appreciate it, and we wish you the very best of July. May all your wishes come true according to God's plan for your life this month. And God bless you and God bless your family. Thank you for calling. Amen.
Amen.
Sanu.
Thank you.
All right. So, Princess, you were telling us about the professional development opportunities that are available to members of the Global Shapers community.
So, using myself as an example, engagement is very key. I don't know why I'm always going back to engagement.
All right. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for calling. What is your name and where are you joining us from?
Good afternoon. My name is Paul. I'm calling from Guadeloupe.
Hello, Paul. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I want to start by appreciating my doctor in the house.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, for the enlightenment about the eye and what the office is about taking up. Yeah, want to appreciate that and say congratulations. And I have a question to ask.
Okay.
What are the categories of people to be in the global shapers? That's my question.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Doc, that's your question.
Thank you so much. So, number one is being between the ages of 18 to 27. You have to be residing in Abuja if you want to join the Abuja hub. We are diverse, so we are not particular about a profession or a vocation. And most importantly, you have to be highly motivated and committed to shaping your community, shaping your world, and making positive contributions through dialogue, action, and change.
All right. Mr. Paul, does that answer your question? Okay, he's gone. So, I mean, I guess maybe to reinforce, when you talk about you have to be committed to doing these things, I guess what does that mean? That you have to have experience, some sort of, demonstration or something to show that you've been doing this in the past, and in which case you'll be able to bring this to the Abuja hub when selected?
Irrespective of that, actually, because the hub is a platform, quite all right, for highly motivated and committed individuals. But no two people have the same level of motivation or have the same level of, let's say, professionalism or anything. But this is a volunteering service. This is a network that is all about community service. So you have to, one, because of you're not getting paid, so you're not going to receive salary actually. So if you're looking at maybe you're going to get money, is strictly volunteering. You're helping the community. So if you're passionate about helping people, you might be passionate and you won't even know you're passionate. But if you're passionate about helping people, you're passionate. So if you're always complaining, for example, this country safe, this country, the leadership, so that means you're passionate about the leadership of the country. So you're also going to meet like minds, which are those in the Global Shapers community, and we'll work together to now bring about that change that you're talking about in the leadership.
Okay. Princess, I'm curious to know, for you as an individual, right? Because we often say volunteerism is good for the people who are getting involved in it. It's a rewarding experience. What has been the most rewarding experience for you since you joined the community? How long ago have you been a shaper, and what has been for you the highlight or the most rewarding aspect of being a part of this community?
So I've been a shaper for 2 years and few months, actually. And something that has been rewarding for me was, let's say, the improvement in my leadership skills and pushing me beyond my boundaries. So before now, obviously, I'm a CEO. That is leadership. But you think that is leadership because you're the only one there. But leadership, so imagine when you're now in the space where everyone there is a leader. Everyone there is like alpha leaders, actually. And you're going to work with them, that teamwork and all. So it brings out, so there's that push and motivation to do more, to do better. So that has actually improved my leadership abilities. And personally also, so it has pushed me beyond my limit. Things I didn't know I could do before, or things I want to delegate because I think I can't do them. I tried, and even when people still like see the outcome and say, oh, you did this. So it has pushed me beyond my limits in terms of leadership, in terms of my personal growth and development. And I know that there's more to come for me.
Wow, that's amazing. That's good. Very, very good to know. Very encouraging to know that, even for you as an individual, you're already seeing the benefits of what it is that you're a part of. Again, for those who are listening and maybe thinking, so volunteering is all about giving back, doing things for your community, no remuneration, and oftentimes you're doing this in addition to other responsibilities as well. How are you able to, what's the most challenging aspect, right, of being an active citizen for you? And how are you able to manage your time in such a way that you're able to also still, protect and keep some space for yourself?
Time is very important. Time management has to be very important for me, actually, because I have other things that also require the same attention I give to the Global Shapers community. So I'm someone that likes to plan a lot. I think I have a note where I write down stuff I'm going to do even in the next 1 month. They're already ready. So if you're in that avenue, that is also one thing that you're going to learn from volunteerism, because there's a timeline for everything. So you're not just working for yourself, you're working for the group. And if you're talking about the Global Shapers community, like she mentioned, today is July 1st. My tenure has started today. I cannot say, will you people wait for me till next week? It is time, like the time is there and is strict. So there are timelines. So it's going to build on your time management. So if you're someone that's pretty much everything comes into the way, you don't really know how to even start or juggle them up, volunteerism will teach you that. Trust me, it's going to teach you that.
All right. Thank you for sharing that. I think the last question from me is, what advice for people who are listening and who may be interested in becoming more involved in their communities? What advice do you have for them? Where and how can they start?
First things first, you have to know and decide what you want for yourself and focus. Now, maybe you're still in school or you're out of school and you're looking for an employment opportunity without getting one. Volunteering is a good way, because that counts for the years or months or days when that job offer comes, because obviously you're going to show if you have worked so time and or not. So volunteering is a good way. Focusing is also a good way, because so many people will always tell you this is not the one that you're meant to do. When I was to study optometry, they were telling me, why are you doing this one? Why not this one? why not that one? So I already knew what I wanted to do, and I think God also helped prepare the path for me in terms of narrowing it down. You have to be very focused, and don't let social media deceive you. We young people, this is the era of social media. You're going to see the good things and start questioning yourself and thinking about your life. Nobody really posts their failures. Some also exaggerate their successes. So you also have to face your front, face forward, build on yourself, connect with people that can help you. Never be too shy to ask questions, irrespective of your position. Ask questions for guidance. Connect to those that you know that can help you. Trust in God, and you will surely excel. So I always say it's a matter of time, but it cannot be denied.
That's right. I think these are very great, very good pieces of advice, Dr. Princess. And I'm not going to let you go without giving you an opportunity to let us know, and let the callers know where they can find you, where they can find Princess Vision Clinic, and also where they can find the Abuja Global Shapers. So here's an opportunity to share the social media platforms. How do we contact Dr. Princess to begin?
So on Instagram and Twitter, you can find me on Star Optometrist.
Okay.
We also have pages.
So star, like
yes,
the star in
like the morning star.
And then optometrist.
Yes.
Okay.
Optometrist.
Star optometrist. Okay.
Yes. On Twitter and Instagram.
Okay.
Then for the eye clinic, Princess Vision Eye Clinic Limited on Instagram and on Facebook. So the full name of the eye clinic. Even if you can get my personal page, you're going to see the link to that also.
Okay.
For the location, we are located at Suite 12A Anon Plaza, Gudu. So it's beside the Mega Filling Station and before Gudu Junction, where you have Gudu Market. So I think it's a very popular area. You can't miss it. Suite 12A Anon Plaza. So just know Anon Plaza in Gudu beside NMPC Filling Station.
Okay.
Then for Abuja Hub, pretty much easy. On Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, check us on Abuja Global Shapers. Abuja Global Shapers, very easy. Turn on your post notifications to keep up with our projects, events, and know the ones you can attend also.
All right. Dr. Princess CK, I want to thank you for joining us on the show today. It's been such an exciting day learning from you. I think now I have a few tips I'm walking away with about things I will do differently to make sure that I'm protecting my eyes for the future. So thank you for sharing those wonderful tips with us. And I hope that the listeners were able to take this on and that you're going to apply some of the lessons that we've heard today as well. And I want to especially thank you for the work that you do for the community. I really congratulate you on your leadership, your new role as the curator of the Abuja Hub Global Shapers. I have strong confidence that you're going to deliver and that you're going to, empower and encourage the members of the hub to be able to continue to build on the legacy that the hub has started 11 years ago. So I wish you all the best with that. And I hope that we'll be able to have you and some of the other members here some other time to talk about the work that you're doing and, see how we can get more other young people to get involved in the work that you and the Abuja Hub Global Shapers are doing here in the city of Abuja. Thank you truly for joining us again.
Thank you so much, Bella, for hosting me. It has been an engaging and fun section. And well done on the work you do as well, because I know you have so much going on, but irrespective of that, you always show up as always. I'm not surprised anyway.
Thank you. I feel very special that the first conversation you're having on day one of your leadership is here with us on Radio Maria. And for our listeners, I want to thank you all for joining the show today. To our regular listeners, it's always such a pleasure to, know that you're behind, the scene listening in. And thank you for the calls today. For those who are joining us for the first time, we hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you found it useful and worth your while. And we hope that you'll be joining us again next week, Friday, same time, 4 p.m. Until then, my name is Bella Anne Ndubuisi, and I am signing out from the Office of the Citizen. Have a good afternoon.